Hey y'all, Pie here, and we are back in How Stories Die. And it has been a hot minute since the last time I recorded because of a lot of things. Um, so I don't quite remember where we were. I think we were about to do a mission. And I'm with Gensai, I remember that. Anyway, let's get into it. 8 of them. I finally saw their feet, 8 demons in total. I could hear the sound of their weapons being dragged alongside the ground. My heart pulse went crazy. I knew that if any one of them heard me, I would be dead in less than a second. Genzai put his hand over my mouth. He wasn't shaking at all. He waited silently until all the demons got inside the wagon. 1 demon in the driver's seat and the other 7 hiding inside. Only when they were all inside, Genzai lifted his hand off my mouth. I looked at his face, and he looked at me back. His lips whispered one word to me. Go. I got up as silently as I could and entered the back side of the wagon. I held the explosives tightly so they won't make any sound. So am I just supposed to choose one jug, right? I laid the explosives on the floor and pulled out a syringe out of my pocket. The white liquid inside shined, telling me, Horace, you are not wrong. My hand was on the jug, ready to open it. Okay, here I go. 3, 2, 1. I quickly removed the cover and looked in. The demon inside opened his mouth and looked at me with surprise. I immediately put my hand on his hand to shut him up. I think that's supposed to be mouth? I attempted not to scream in pain as the demon's teeth penetrated the palm of my hand. Yeah, it's supposed to be mouth. I shoved the syringe right into his shoulder and pressed it. The biting stopped. Just like a statue, the demon went into sleep mode. He won't remember anything that happened. I pulled him out of the jar and silently dragged him out of the wagon. Fortunately, the demons in the other jars didn't hear anything. Shit, my hand hurts like hell. It has bleeding bite marks all over it. Are sharks and demons related? That would explain those crazy teeth. I got over the pain and loaded the explosives in the jar. Alright, mission accomplished without any problems. Good luck, Genzai. It's up to you now to blow those up. I prepared to jump out of the wagon and run away before anyone sees me, but then... Don't get close to Haruka tomorrow. If you do so, you will die. Will Haruka actually die? I didn't speak to her yesterday because I was afraid the traitor might listen. Shit, I'm so stupid for not telling her. I have to tell her now. I will save Haruka, just like I saved her last time. I will stay in the wagon. Honestly, I can't believe I am mad enough to do that. I opened the jug, which I filled with explosives, and jumped right in. Horace, you dumbass. Lying inside a jar full of explosives, I thought to myself how crazy it is. But there's no going back now. The wagon already started moving. That means Gensai already killed the driver. Next stop, Boda's mansion. Shit, the explosives begun to move. One of them fell on my head. Phew, didn't explode. But the next one might. I pinned the explosives to the sides of the jug to prevent them from moving. There was no part in the plan, like, accounting for the explosives being kind of volatile and one of your agents being the driver? Sure, whatever. I'm doubting the planning capabilities of this murder coven. Between my pounding heart and the sound of the explosives rubbing against the jug, not jar, regardless. At every moment, one of them can explode on its own, and I will die instantly. The sheer pressure knowing you could die any second. It should have broken me, yet it didn't. My heavy breathings didn't turn into panic. I remained still, breathing in and out, with sweat all over my face. From where does the sudden power of composure come from? I don't know. Maybe it's because the little experience I had with life and death situations. Maybe it's because my determination to save Haruka. Whatever it is, thank you. The carriage stopped. Did Gensai stop for Grandma trying to cross the street? No, this is way too long of a stop. We arrived. At any moment, Gensai should come and open the jug. I left the dagger to mark which one has the explosives. Come on, Gensai, you can do it. Is it Gensai, or is it one of the mammons? I stopped my breathing and covered my mouth. The sound of steps grew stronger and stronger. Who is it? A hand was placed on the jug's lid. I looked up as the light of day pierced in the darkness inside the jug. Gensai, it's you. Thank God. But I was the only one showing any signs of happiness. Gensai stood frozen, a small flame inside his palm. His eyes are wide and open in surprise. What are you doing here, Brother Horse? I was about to answer him, but the other jugs opened. Out of the jugs, a single hand broke out. The hand was full of scars. Looking at it, my inner survival instinct told me this hand took many lives. And following that hand popped out an ugly head with a nasty smile. Oh no. Before we could say anything, all the jugs were opened. We were surrounded. Each and every one of them was armed. Now that I looked at their weapons, I knew why I was so afraid before. All of the weapons were slightly twisted. The many bones those weapons crushed caused them to twist. That's just stupid. Why would you not repair your weapons? Like, they're not gonna be as effective if they're bent all kinds of out of shape. They're gonna be more likely to break. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Hey, looks like we have 2 stowaways. Let's show them you have to pay for your ride. Horse, get the heavens out of here. Wait, don't. Gensai put the hand holding the flame inside the explosives jar. Run! I turned my head and run to the exit. But before I managed to walk more than a step and a half, it happened. Pure light and heat filled the wagon and burned everything inside. Everything went up in flames. I landed on the hard ground outside. Wait, how am I outside? How am I alive? Good questions. I was right inside the wagon. I should have died. And then a large body dropped on me. It smelled like a large chunk of meat that was burned to a crisp. I looked sideways and saw a yellow gem on the ground. No! Gensai! I failed. I tried to protect Haruka, and on accident. The body above me started moving. I got up and took a closer look at Gensai. He looked really bad. He didn't get hurt from the fire, but he inhaled a ton of smoke in the process. I brushed the coal off his face and put him on my back. Are you okay there? Can you talk? Yes. I carried him out of the range of the smoke. Thank you. Shut up. I need to get you to some medic or a doctor. If we return to the base then... No, I won't survive until then. I told you to shut up, alright? I hated to admit it, but his condition was really bad. Both his arms and legs suffered critical damage due to the smoke. It's a miracle he even managed to survive. Why did he do it? Why did he save me? No, Horace, stop thinking stupid thoughts. Your goal now is to save him. I wonder if I lived a good life. Gensai's eyes suddenly opened in surprise. Brother Horace, look behind you! I turned my head backwards. A single demon in a white suit ran towards the mansion. Shit, he's going to warn his friends. Did they not see and hear the explosion? I thought the explosion was supposed to kill all of them. We have to stop him before he warns the backup squad. That would put Sister Haruka in great danger. I now turned my head back to Gensai. You are right, but first... It really hurts to stand. What? Why are you standing in your place? We have to stop him! In your condition, it should be hard for you to even talk, let alone stand. That might be true, but my duty still remains. To protect Haruka and create a better world. Now come, we have to protect the source of hope. Gensai didn't wait for me and started chasing the Mammon guy. I looked at his figure running in the distance in awe. My resolve still has ways to go. And even then, I'm not sure it would ever reach his level. I smiled and started sprinting after them. Hey, wait! I heard the screams of the guard desperately trying to follow us from behind. But he was too far to even pose a threat. We've already went past the gate into the realm of the mansion. Due to my pretty lame physique, I can only hear Gensai and the Mammon guy shouting at each other. You're not getting away! Stay away! Stay the fuck away! Shit, I already lost them. Think, Horace, where are they? They should be heading for the entrance to the sewer. But it doesn't make sense for a private house to have an entrance to the public sewer. The only place I can think that's some connection to the sewer is the toilet? The big question, the one that shall determine Gensai's fate, the question in the center of this battle between life and death. Finally found you! I grabbed him by the neck and pulled him close to my face. With an intimidating expression, I asked him the question. Where is the bathroom? I need to fucking pee. Okay. I headed inside the mansion, following the directions of the guard. Hopefully what he said about it being a shortcut is true. Gasping for air, I finally entered the toilet. Phew, so their toilet is just like ours. A big hole in the ground. Ew, that's... Ew. Invent indoor plumbing, damn it. I was afraid it would be something complicated with pipes and tons of buttons that foreigners like to press all at once and then have trauma for life. Somehow, I feel like there's some personal experience behind this. I can only imagine. Speaking about trauma for life, I covered my nose and jumped inside. As soon as I entered the sewer, I was greeted by an awful smell. But that doesn't bother me at all now. There is more important stuff going on. Their steps are echoing through the shallow sewer. Easy peasy. I began to run in the direction of the loud steps. A wild roar tore through my ears. That roar, that was no human nor demon. Not even demons are able to produce such a strong and wild voice. That thing sounds like it's pretty close. I would have increased my speed if I wasn't already investing all of my energy in going forward. Great, just 5 seconds after I got here and something bad already happened. The sound of the steps stopped. Did the chase reach a conclusion? And if so, I continued going forward in hope of finding something. It didn't take a minute, and I already found a pretty bad sign, a trail of blood. Fresh blood, going beyond the corner. Whose blood is it? I turned around the corner, full of suspense, afraid of the answer. Gensai! Brother Gensai was kneeling on the floor, looking down in pain. Horace! Are you okay? Where did the Mammon guy go? Did he injure you? No, that was me. I noticed a big fat wound in Gensai's shoulder. Why would you do that to yourself? Get some adrenaline. Are you nuts? I took the bloody dagger from the ground. Not only are you half dead, you're also injuring yourself further? Leave it be. There's a more important matter. What could be more important than the fact that you are about to die? The mafioso was a clone. What? Yes. You see that puddle over there? The mafioso turned into a pool of water. So some kind of water clone? But he somehow managed to open the door to the toilet, right? Water can't do that. The one we saw on the surface was real. He probably switched with the water the moment he turned in a corner. I went over to the puddle and put my finger in it. Yep, it's certainly water from the sewer. My fingers now smelled like a dead rat combined with urine infused with bacteria. Mmm, delicious. So it was a water clone, right? I don't think so. He exploded right in the middle of the chase. It's more like transferring his soul into a body of water. His soul now returned to his body. Okay, there is nothing that we can do about it. Let's treat you first. You can't possibly think of chasing him in your condition. Gensai started breathing heavily. You know, Brother Horace, transferring your soul into water, it's a really complicated spell. Only a true master of magic can perform this trick. I think you know what that means. Are you telling me he went here himself? Why? Probably to make sure that the heist is a success. After all, the theft of the Lemidgeton must be a direct order from the king. Hold up, I heard someone behind us. Yes, it's... Shh! I will take care of them. You just rest here. No, but... Don't worry, it's my turn to help you. I turned around and pointed my dagger. The heavens are you doing? You look like a clown with that knife. Oh, Toshiaki, you're here. Yes, thanks for noting that, Captain Obvious. Well, wait, Horace. Stab Brother Toshiaki. Huh? Oh, wait, now I understand. Sorry, Brother Toshiaki, we have to make sure you're not a clone. Why would you think I'm a clone? I told him all about the incident. So the arm is here. Good to know. Toshiaki passed the clone test. The blood that came out of his toe was very real. You stabbed him in the foot, Horace? What were you thinking? You could have nicked him in the nose or the ear, something that wouldn't impede his ability to move. Seriously, boy. Use your brain. Where is Haruka? Wasn't she with you? Mr. Sniffles was with you, too. Mr. Sniffles? Oh, Mr. Sniffles? He's right behind the corner. He is a little shy around new people. Mr. Sniffles, come out. Brother Horace is a friend. Okay. The voice was pretty slippery, like a snake.
Oh, it's so cute! Oh, I just want to squish his face! Ah!
I'm so sorry for anyone that's wearing headphones.
I just... Look at that face!
Professional. Wah! That thing is gigantic. Mr. Sniffles, meet the new member of the Order, Brother Horace.
Hello.
Hello? This is pretty awkward having a conversation with a giant friendly monster. Horace, this is Mr. Sniffles. He keeps anyone away from our base's entrance. My question is, if he's a guard dog, A, how have we never seen him before? And B, how the hell is he an effective guard dog if he hides from strangers? Those are my complaints.
Nice to meet you.
Why did you bring him with...
Toshiaki, are you deliberately not telling me about Haruka?
I knew that if I told you, you would do something stupid.
Where is she?
She went inside the mansion by herself. She's going to steal the Lemegeton.
What? Damn it, I knew she might try something like that. Huh?
Gensai made a step forward while letting out a scream of pain.
Excuse me, I have to...
You are not going anywhere. We have to treat you immediately.
The arm is with her. She's in great danger.
Gensai started walking back. Mr. Sniffles!
Sorry, I'm really sorry.
Mr. Sniffles blocked Gensai's path.
Get out of my way!
You can barely walk.
I can't just leave her alone against the arm.
Well, I can. I couldn't care less about the two of them. And you are coming with me.
Why do you even care about me? Just let me die like you are doing to Haruka.
That's because you are a demon. You are not death incarnate. And I've seen far too many demons die for nothing. Mr. Sniffles, carry him.
Okay, sorry.
Mr. Sniffles tried to catch Gensai with his arms, but Gensai resisted and shoved him away. Brother Horace, you are coming too. Sure, but before that I have some investigating to do. I winked to Gensai, and in response he stopped resisting.
Fine, if it's you.
He whispered quietly. Mr. Sniffles grabbed Gensai and put him onto his back.
Sorry.
Mr. Sniffles, please lick the floor as you walk.
Huh?
Why? The floor is not that tasty. How else would Brother Horace be able to find the way back?
Ah!
Aww. Why are you making the poor baby lick the floor? That's just mean. Toshiaki gave me an ugly look. Now then, good luck with your investigation. Gensai gave me one more meaningful look before the three disappeared into the darkness. As soon as Toshiaki went out of my line of sight, I rushed out of the sewer. I hope I'm not too late. If I remember correctly from Izo's sketch, the vault is right in the middle of the mansion. 5:50 p.m. So I just have to follow the route Izo showed us, and I will eventually meet Haruka. Surprisingly, there was not even a single guard in the hallway. That's probably because Haruka's already been here. If there is one thing that we know for certain about Haruka, she's efficient. Seems like the Mammon guys did a pretty good job in finding it. Luckily, that works in my favor too. And speaking of luck, a familiar blue-haired girl was running in my direction. Haruka! Haruka stopped in her tracks and smiled to me.
Oh,
Hello there, Horace. Why did you suddenly abolish the plan? I don't think that's how you're supposed to use that word, but we'll let it go. Why are you trying to steal the Lemedgerton? It's obvious. As long as it stays here, it will be in danger of being stolen. I was simply moving it to a safer place. Yeah? I can't really argue with her. Few places more safe than a place that, in theory, doesn't exist. Or at least a place that's existence is not currently confirmed. Was? Haruka pulled out a small book out of her pocket. The brown cover it had was on the verge of crumbling, but contradicting its lame appearance, there was a shiny purple gem right in the middle of it. Somehow that stone gave me some pretty bad vibes. But that's just a feeling. Recognize that? No. But since I asked about the Lemedgerton, I assume that's the Lemedgerton. That's the Key of Solomon. That's a book, not a key. Horace, you are a dumbass. And how does it connect to Lemedgerton? The Key of Solomon is another name for the Lemedgerton. Haruka. You know who you're talking to. Then you could have just answered with that. That's great. Now let's get out of here. What did you think I was doing? No, No, not that. The arm is here. He's coming this way. But Brother Izo told us he wasn't coming. Brother Izo was wrong. He's going to be here any moment. We have to get out of here right now. I grabbed Haruka's hand and ran back to where I came from. Sorry if my hand smells like sewer water. I put my fingers inside a puddle. Beautiful. Haruka sniffed. Why are you so weird? Okay. Hey, what are you? It doesn't smell like anything. Huh? Oh, really? That's great. I suddenly froze in my place. Hey, why did you stop? And we just hit 30 minutes, so we're gonna stop there on a cliffhanger. Because I have my suspicions of what's about to be revealed, and I'm sure all of you do too. But I am trying to make shorter episodes. I must stick to it. I'm sorry. If you cannot wait, by the time this episode goes public, the next episode will absolutely already be available on Patreon. So you can join my Patreon for as little as $1 a month and get early access to all of my videos, as well as updates of what's going on in my life. And if you are not a patron, that's okay. I would appreciate it if you would subscribe so that you can hang around until my next video comes up. So thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you again in the next one.